Hey guys, Nature31 here, and welcome to Vanguard Cardfight Commentaries Part 1. Now, I'm actually using my Peridot deck in this card fight, and this is actually the first time I'm facing Stride, which doesn't actually go that well for me. Obviously, at the time I didn't know he was using Stride, but in hindsight, I probably would have done a lot of things different. The main thing I would have probably done different is, for one, is actually use Peridot's effect a lot more than I did. I probably also would have used my guards differently, and I probably would have played differently actually if I had known he was using Stride. Obviously at the time I didn't know that, and I kind of forgot that also forgot that Stride units can actually do a triple drive check rather than just a twin drive. But yeah, overall, as you can see, he's using a Royal Paladin deck. As you can tell from the Barkle, he does use. Okay, I didn't actually know that's what he did, but yeah, apparently his effect allows you to. Well, no, I did not know the effect. I forgot it had the effect, I should have said. But yeah, as you can see, I went first. I probably could have done. But another thing I actually would have done differently is I probably would have actually called Spin Bow to either the left or the right rear guard back row rear guard circle. Primarily because that probably actually would have. Probably because that actually would have made, basically because I could have probably used Peridot's effect easy, well not Peridot's, Spin Bow's effect easy if I had used it from rear guard, because on rear guard, obviously on rear guard, Peridot wouldn't have had his twin drive, meaning the attack probably would have. Actually, I don't even know if I use it. Probably if I actually do use it, or if I do even get it off this time, but. Basically, if I probably would have used it to rear guard, so I probably would have put it on either on the left or the right rear guard circle, and probably put Peridot in front of it, because that way I would have had a high chance of getting the draw effect off, mainly because of the fact that because I don't need to have he has to have limit break 4 rather than. I have to have an active limit break 4, which means I would have been able to use the draw from that probably a lot easier than I do if I even do use the effect, or even if I even do use Spin Bow's effect in this card fight, which I'm not even entirely sure if I do. Now, as you can see, he rode that, which makes sense because Gringold was called here Grand Goal Seeker. Obviously allows you to draw a card, and as well as unflipper damage if it boosts Blaster Blade, which at this point he doesn't have at hand. And as a matter of fact, he does. Does he actually? Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't sure if he had a grade 2, but yeah, he has Surdig, so he could have actually. So yeah, he could have actually done that. But yeah, in hindsight, I think I had already done one change to the deck actually, because I'm pretty sure I did. Because originally, I didn't actually use Cursed Lance in the deck. Originally, I used 2 Rukia, 2 Shark Bow, 4 Markart, and 4 Tartu. But I took out 2 of the Tartu for 2 of the Cursed Lancers. And as you can see there, he actually did guard the attack with he actually guarded my Uruki's attack with Margle. He didn't guard Cursed effect because he didn't even need to guard it at that point. However, he did lose a Sing Saver, which probably did annoy him a little bit, because the deck, because as far, well, I thought it kind of annoyed him anyway, because when I, from what I knew at the time, he was only using a Royal Paladin Legion deck, which, as I said, I actually didn't know about. I didn't actually know he was using a Stride deck at the time he used that. So yeah, but so he uses Bark Call to call a Lu. So which I think, yeah, he uses the effects of Lu. He uses the effect of Bark Call together with Flogo and Lu to actually superior ride Blaster Blade. Which, I mean, overall, it does make sense because Blaster Blade is actually a really good card, and obviously only had the 1 damage at the time, so he couldn't actually use the effect to retire. But I think he does need to because of obviously Cerdic's effect, and because obviously they were both on 9,000, and I didn't guard it because I didn't feel the need to at that point in time. Mostly because I was on 1 damage, and he was like a rear guard, so I thought, well, considering I also had I also had Cormac in hand, meaning if I actually got 3 more cards, meaning I could Legion anyway when I get the full card, so I wasn't really too bothered by that being sent. However, as you can see, my hand primarily at this point is grade 3s, which was a little bit annoying, I'm going to be entirely honest, because obviously I can't really do much with a grade 3 hand. I mean, yes, obviously I can call the grade 3s, but I can't really guard with it, is what I should say. Guarding is almost impossible with that kind of hand. But yeah, I mean, the good thing was that Shark actually got his effect because obviously since I had Peridot on Vanguard Circle, and Peridot is a limit break. Obviously, he got the plus 3,000 power, which I used to actually Or did I not use it at that time? It would have been odd because I'm pretty sure I would have used the. Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, okay, I was confused. Apparently didn't show it, but I did actually use it, so all the other person assumed I used it, and I did actually plan on using it, but I don't know why I didn't. But overall, but yeah, so he guarded that. I mean, so he actually has 2 cards in the drops already at that point. So yeah, he also guarded with another Lu, so he now has 3. Which I guess does make sense, because all things considered, because I mean that way is 4, so when he does get to grade 3, which he will be when he gets Alpha X, when he gets Light Origin Seeker Alpha onto the field, which he will be able to do next turn. Then obviously he can Legion from there, and that's always going to put me in huge problem. That's always going to give me huge problems. He got a Sand Trigger there, which was obviously from a damage. Was it from a damage trigger check? Yeah, it would. Yeah. So I did actually get the draw off, which annoyingly enough gave me another Peridot, which, all things considered, well, I mean I had Gauze in hand, but I couldn't really guard all that much with that hand. Then again, I didn't know what he had, so I thought. So I was actually decently happy with the hand because. Well, mainly because, as I said, I didn't know what he had, he didn't know what I had, so I could have and it did actually give me quite a bit of it did give me a decent front row. However, I didn't really have anything I could guard from rear. I didn't have any boosters, which was understandably a bit of a problem. Which brings me back to what I said earlier, is that I probably would have actually moved to spin bow to either left or right rearguard circles. Because Peridot actually has an effect, as you can see here currently, which is that auto Contrablast 1 Revenger, when this is placed on Vanguard Circle, you may pay the cost if you do search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 or less card, according to Rearguard Circle in the same column as this unit, and shuffle your deck. Meaning I actually could have called a booster for Peridot if I had called Spin Bow either left to the left or right Rearguard Circle, back row Rearguard Circle. But anyway, so So either way, he attacked my, so he attacked my rear guard. He attacked my rear guard. I actually drew it twice. I actually put it on the bottom of the deck for that. Actually, no. Actually, no, it was damage check, actually, yeah. Yeah, so it was actually critical, so yeah. So yeah, it was damage check. So yeah, I did the 1 damage and that went there. I don't know what exactly happened there, but either way, so I obviously since I saw the card I shuffled and that's the card I got. Actually, did I shuffle it? I don't know now. I actually don't know. I think I just put it at the bottom of the deck actually, but either way. So yeah, I draw powder. I now have an almost entirely grade 3 hand. I really don't understand. I only need 2 cards. I only need 2 there. Okay, I need 2 there. But yeah. I actually really don't use I really don't use Peridot or Cormac's effect actually at all really during this card fight, and that's another thing I really think I should have actually done. I don't, but I should have. Again, I probably should have called boosters, but at the same time I was kind of thinking, well, he has a hand. He may be able to guard. Yes, he will have to guard. He wouldn't have to guard as much, but if he does guard, then I don't know what he had in hand. So I thought, well, maybe he only has 10k guard. So if he uses up those, then I can place the boosters later and actually get a bit of an attack in with that, which didn't happen. And he actually has 4 or 5 cards in the drop zone now. Actually, it's 5, yeah. Does he guard? No, he actually didn't guard, so unfortunately no trigger, but then again, what are you gonna do? He didn't get the heal. He didn't get the heal because obviously we were both on 3 damage. So, well, actually, I was on 3 damage when he got the heal trigger, so obviously he couldn't heal. But I think he legions this turn. Is it either this? No, sorry, not legion. Yeah, I think it's either this or next turn where he legions. Or does he legion and then actually, no, that wouldn't work. So actually no. So he does. So he rides. So he actually rides Sing Saver, which makes sense. He actually, yeah. This is, yeah. So he does legion this turn, but it actually makes sense if he wrote Sing Saver because he now had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in the soul, and Sing Saver Dragon's effect actually requires Soul Blast. I believe it's Soul Blast, Counter Blast 2. So yeah, so he has to Soul Blast 3. So by doing that, he actually was able to. So by actually riding Alfred first and then Sing Saver, he was able to get to 5. Plus now with the effect of putting File into the soul. There's extra of 6 in the soul, so he could actually theoretically use Sing Saver's effect 2 turns in a row. And this is when he actually called. This is actually when he called Gringold Seeker, which again makes sense because of Blaster Bait. So he actually would get the draw and unflip effect of Gringolds. Obviously, because he's a Seeker, that gains 3000, which again logically takes a Constanza with that because that's actually the unflipper. But overall, well, overall, I was gonna say I think I do guard that mainly because I don't want to lose the mainly because I don't actually want to lose the Cursed Lancer for obvious reasons. I'm not entirely sure if so no, I didn't got that. So he gets the heal, since both on 3 damage, he doesn't get the heal. And the second, so I take 1 damage from that, putting me in 4 damage. However, he now does get the, well, actually, I'm not entirely sure if he uses the effect or not, but so he didn't. So he didn't actually use Sing Saver's effect. Yeah, so he do got that, so he doesn't get the inflipper, so he doesn't get the inflip effect, which he doesn't actually need, which in hindsight he actually doesn't need at this point in time. But I just wanted to avoid the fifth damage. I mean, on the other side, I actually finally got some boosters, which I think I actually do call. And I think I also do Legion this turn, so. But yeah, so Legion of somebody, but I don't actually use Cormac's effect, which I really should have actually done. I mean, I can see now that he had the perfect god in hand, but I didn't know he did. So he could have gotten away with 2 damage. So he could have actually gotten away with giving him 2 damage. Plus, even if I hadn't known, I would have still probably. I should have still done it. So I would have. So he would have had. So he kind of would have had. So he kind of would have had no choice but to guard with the perfect guard, which I obviously didn't know he had at the time. But yeah, do I actually call the boosters? Because right now I'm really not sure, and if I don't, then I don't really know why I didn't. Yeah, no, so okay, so I do actually call the boosters. Obviously I call it behind the unflipper so I can actually do that. But yeah, I don't think I actually do use Cormac's effect. But again, I guess we'll see. But I really don't think I actually do. Yeah, so take out the rear guard, mainly because I didn't want him to have that many attacks, so I tried to take up Blast Blade, which he guarded, which again makes sense. I'm not sure if he actually okay. Yeah. No, I was trying to take that out again because which he did guard with, so I don't know if he lets the next attack go through. I think it does though, because as I said, I don't actually use Cormac's effect, which I should have actually. I should have actually used the effect, which I don't do. Yeah, so the drive 2 checks were Tartu and Barbarith, which yeah, as I said, I should have actually just used Cormac's effect, and I don't understand why I didn't. I really don't understand why I didn't, because I really should have actually done that. But yeah, so out of that, he lets the attack through. I think he may actually be using Sing's Saver's effect this turn, because I actually kinda got that. I think I actually may let that hit. Yeah. I did actually let that hit. Obviously I put the 5,000 on the Vanguard, so attacks can't go through as easily. Or did I? Yeah, there we go. I'm pretty sure I got that. I am pretty sure I got that. Do I is the main question here. But I'm pretty sure I do, because yeah. because yeah, that's a great phrase. But yeah, no, so yeah, I do got that. I think I may only be guarding for so I do guard for a total of 31 there. Actually, I guard for 36 there. Yeah, so I got 36. Yeah, so at that point I knew he had a perfect guard because obviously he got that one through the drive trigger check. But at the time I only was aware of the one, so yeah. So he takes out Peridot, which obviously makes sense because that only allows me one attack next turn. But yeah, I keep using that and I have no idea why. Yeah, so we're stand and draw. I think I call Tartu, and I think it may be I think it may actually be Peridot I call to the other rear guard. But I am pretty convinced I actually call Tartu. Yeah, so I call Tartu. I think I use the counter blast. Yeah, I do. Again, kind of makes sense that I do, but I don't know if, yeah. Yeah, so I can't remember what it is. I can't actually remember what it is I superior call. I just do know I call something. Okay, so I call Lifechair. Which does make sense, because if I have less rear guards, then Lifechair gains 3000 additional attack power. Gains an additional 3000. But yeah, I'm trying to remember if I call Cormac or Peridot, because I'm pretty sure I call one of them, but yeah, okay, so it was Peridot. I don't know if making a full-on attack on the Vanguard, but I think I may be doing so. I think I've actually been trying all out for Vanguard there. Or do I, yeah, no, okay, so, yeah, I didn't remember that correctly, because I actually do attempt to take out Blastblade. I'm not entirely sure if he guards, though, if my opponent guards, though, or not. Yeah, okay, so he didn't. Again, makes sense. But okay, so I do attack the Vanguard there. I think he guards with Lou. I think he does guard with Lou, but I can't. No, he actually doesn't. Again, actually, yeah, he wouldn't actually have had to, because he is on because he is on 4 damage, so he wouldn't actually. So he didn't actually need to guard that. I actually don't use Peridot's effect. Again, I really should have. Actually, no, I do use that effect. I'm trying to remember which one I retire. So I actually do use combat effect. I actually do use Cormac's effect. I didn't think I actually did at any point while I did any of these, but apparently I do. Well, not any of these. I don't recall doing it in this Cardfight, but I apparently do. Why? Oh right, yeah, actually made sense. Actually, yeah, that does make sense for I retire the Peridot. Obviously, that was a perfect guard, so kinda really can't get through that. So yeah, that can't really get through. So yeah, those two. So yeah, those were the two. Those were the two drive trigger checks. I'm seriously trying to remember when. I'm seriously trying to remember when the stride happens, but that may be. It may actually be. No, it can't be this time, can it? It may actually. Actually, it may be. I don't know. I'm really confused now. So yeah, I can't even remember my own. I can't even remember my own game all that well. I'm really trying to remember if he actually, if they actually do call or not. I'm not call. I'm stride this time. Actually, I think they may. Actually, I think they may do. But I really can't remember now. I'm actually trying to. I'm kind of trying to remember why it took so long for anything else to happen, but maybe he was thinking about something. Maybe he was considering. I'm really not all that sure. They may be just, I don't know. They may just be, actually, they may very well just be planning what they're doing. Yeah, okay, so they do stride that turn. Okay, so that turn was destroyed. And I just noticed that they didn't actually discard when they actually went for the stride. They didn't actually discard for that. I actually just noticed that. Huh. I actually literally just noticed they didn't discard. So they actually shouldn't have been able to stride. Unless they did discard and I just didn't see it, but... No, I'm pretty sure they didn't. Because they had Surdic in hand, they had Margaret in hand, and they had the Guardian Lord Seeker Shiron in hand. I really don't think they discarded, actually. But yeah, I was trying to figure out this. Okay, so it's flip face up, and then this gets 3,000 of each of your rear guards until end of turn. If you know 2 or more, yeah, okay. So he didn't get the critical, but he did get the +3. So, but he did get the +3,000. So yeah, so I discard. So I guard with Markart. So I guard with Mackley, and I do discard Cormac for it. I think it puts the okay, so we put power. So we put the power on Cynric and power on Surdic, which obviously is say I put all so basically all the crit. So basically the entire critical. So Surdic's the one that has the critical trigger. I can't really guard that, but I can. I think I can. I don't know. Actually, no, I can't. Well, I could have, but I kind of wanted to. But I had a high chance of getting 1 heal trigger, so I think I just betted on that heal trigger. But yeah, I don't think I actually do. I don't think I actually do guard that particular attack. I think I actually do just let that one go. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that was 6 damage, and yeah, because my mindset was that if I actually, my mindset basically was that if I let that through, and I get a heal trigger, then I can get the heal, give the additional 5,000 to Cormac, and then actually block Surdic with via the effect of the Quinted War, basically. But I sadly didn't get the heal trigger, so yeah. Anyway, let me know what I can improve on. Let me know what let me know what you want to see. Let me know what I should do differently. Let me know what I should do. Let me know what I shouldn't do. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to like, comment, subscribe, check out the other stuff on the channel, and if you want to be in one of these Cardfight commentaries, then contact me on actually my then send me a message on YouTube, basically. The YouTube channel is the YouTube channel is partnered with Static Stripper Saints 3, but I do have my own YouTube channel, and it's actually called it's actually also called Nitro 31. So yeah, if you want to be in one of the Cardfight commentaries, then send me a message on there. Send me a message there, basically. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of the Cardfight commentary, and I'll see you guys in the next commentary. Yeah, see you guys then.